Well, good day, friends. Let me try to talk. I've had a cold for the past 3 or 4 days, so I'm going to just try to talk for a few minutes about what we're looking at here. Any of you in the Porsche 928 community know exactly what you're looking at. This one right here is the 79 motor. I'm building it, putting it together. I pulled out this motor from a stash of motors that I have, and I'm going to use this motor. It's an 81 motor or an 80 motor. I don't know the exact year, but it's got a mechanical injector, which Allison's 79 motor has. So I pulled that out of the stash because it's going to go into that car right there, my 83. But I'm going to, in preparation, making this one ready to go in that car, I'm going to be pulling this apart, cleaning as I go, using this motor as a template to assemble this motor. So those oddball bolts, gee, I wonder where this bolt went, or I wonder where this nut went, or I wonder where this bracket went. I should not have that that problem because I've got this motor right here to template as I'm pulling stuff off, and cleaning and assessing as I go, and I'll use Allison's reconditioned parts put back on her motor. Put the water pump on yesterday. Not all the bolts are in it because I know 1 or 2 of them have the really long bolts, and I can't remember which one. Thus, that motor's going to help us out to get it done. So, some of you may know that I'm also building my 32 valve motor that's going in my S4, which is sitting in there very patiently waiting for my love and attention, but it's waiting there safe and securely for me to get this thing done. But I went and purchased some new rod nuts from Roger because the ones that are on there are the stock ones I put back on, and I did not torque them to spec. I just made them snug, okay? Because those little knurled edges right here, we have to get new ones. That's what the book says to do, throw them out, buy new ones. Oh, by the way, they're not cheap, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm gonna flip that and put those new rod nuts in there, and then put the oil pan on, and get it back going. So, just kind of sharing a moment of the process that's going on, and it's kind of cool to see 3 928 motors lined up in unison that are not going to scrap, that are not being built brand new in Zuffenhausen. They're going to be put back on the road. They're going to be fired up and run. These things right here. You know, I got some new parts also from Roger yesterday, and it's cam gears. These are some really wicked expensive pieces of hardware. You know, I don't know where I think they went right here. No, they went on this one. So, brand new S4 cam gears are expensive. They come from Porsche, go figure. I won't tell you how much. Y'all can figure that out. But these are the original heads as I showed you before. But it's kind of cool to do this. Before I hung this motor in it, I was going to build this kind of a bracket for this motor, but I didn't. I just went with a plate. plate steel and fit it on there like that. Mainly because I wanted to get it on the stand quickly. I might wrap another piece of plate around it. I didn't use angle iron like those two, so I might put a piece around it and weld it on. I don't know. I made this one here to be a permanent 928 stand. Thus I put in the extra gussets right here. This one right there to hold it better. This one I did not do that on, but this one I made really nicely. This one is made quickly, but it will do the same thing because I was able to utilize the dowel pins. So, oh, and the lifters, I went through the lifters on this one. I cleaned them out and stuffed them in, cleaned them out, sprayed them out, wiped them down, and they're soaking in here to get all the oil to fill up the passages. And all the little bubbles indicates to me that they still are filling up with oil. That's 10W40. These motors are only going to use 2050. Something to remember when you put your motors together. But anyways, folks, I'm rambling. I don't like to do that. There's too many videos of YouTube people. That's all they do is ramble. So, choose.